Okay, I've taken a little break and I nearly forgot what the fuck we were doing, but I guess we're... Uh... Well, okay. Let's put a stopper in that for a moment, shall we? And, let's just take a little peek. Take a little peeky peek at, what the fuck is going on up there. That looks like some shit. Oh! Hello? Oh? Oh goodness. What you doing, friend? The heavily scarred man who was conducting the ritual abruptly turns to you like a scared predator caught in a trap. Soon after, you come to realize this man must have been condemned to some kind of torture that ultimately crippled both his flesh and soul. After making a heathen hand gesture, the man speaks with a voice that can only be described as a disturbingly loud whisper. They sent you to bring me back, cult dog? They think Krog is still the easy meat he used to be? One step closer and Barzal Tharganu shreds you into 1,000 pieces. You can feel a ruinous power emanating from this broken man. I'm not planning to bring anybody anywhere soon. After a short, startled expression, his pained eyes screen you with extreme caution. Make yourself known, woman. Tell me your true name, or I'll let the black worms devour your eyes. Hey, I'm Brubuski. No eating my eyes, alright? Oh, I'm Brubuski, and black worm spaghetti is not among my favorite dishes. Actually, I don't even like it. Too wormy for my taste. The man calling himself Crow, tips his head to one side as if listening to an invisible advisor. My guest does not see the mantle of lies on you. This means you may live for a few more minutes. I'm eternally grateful. You think I would take the risk of letting you... All of a sudden, the man falls into violent spasms, seemingly the result of extreme pain. Are you alright? Ignoring you, Krog, concentrates on breathing deeply for a while before he can whisper again. Hiccups. I cannot let you go. No one seeing me on this side of the river may live. Krog winces again as if the pain has just returned to show him it is not going anywhere soon. Look, you're in serious pain. I can bring you all kinds of sedatives. He takes a moment to weigh your offer. It is true that I need some supplies, and I wouldn't say no to a pipe full of opium. A cigarette wouldn't hurt either. You got one? Sure, here you go. He grabs the cig from you, lights it with the flickering flame of a ritual candle, and inhales deeply. Ah, the only thing I miss about fucking America. Since I prefer not to leave the protection of my domain, a supplier could come in handy. He turns to a vacant corner of the room. What do you think, Barzal? The tortured man gets lost in a feverish discussion, only occasionally interrupted by a nod coming from his side. At last he turns to you again. There may be a way. Shoot. Barzal Tharganu knows an old curse. It is called Verba Derelicta. It was once used on spies and assassins as a precaution in case they get caught. The one who carries the Verba Derelicta cannot even mention the name of the caster, and if the curse is pushed to their limits, as in an interrogation, they simply... He clears his throat. Die. How reassuring. Ha! Like pressing a button. I like how easy life has become in America. It was you who trespassed in our domain, and as your hosts, me and Barzal Tharganu have the final say. Cursed or dead. Come on. We can find another solution. While you're trying to talk some sense into the scarred man, he's already whispering in Magus Latin. Upon the touch of an ice-cold drop right in the middle of your forehead, you realize the curse has been inflicted. And have I told you the spell is also quite quick to cast? You see Krog smiling for the first time. But don't put on the sackcloth and ashes, my friend. We can be real allies now. And in time, you may discover that a warlock and a demon can come very handy in a town that's gone to hell. We'll see. I'm curious about some things, however. Krog seems to be in agony, and you're unsure if it's because of his reluctance to endure your questions or a byproduct of his condition. Do you have any idea what the statuette represents? Krog examines the ages-old figurine. Of course, this is a representation of Cthulhu, or the Grandfather, as the cult calls him. The sheiks of the cult have been telling us they could feel its presence nearby. I even heard that a band of cultists actually saw his majesty in full glory rising on the horizon. I've also heard that when they were found, almost all of them were dead, with smiles of awe permanently fixed to their faces. And they tell that the surviving acolyte was saying just one thing. Oh, beautiful doom. Who is this infernal guest? His name is Barzal Tharganu, and I advise you to address him by his true name. He is a guest in my domain and also my only ally in this game of cat and mouse. You think a demon can be an ally? He tilts his head to one side again to listen to the strange entity you saw inhabiting the room. But Barzal, you also agreed to keep her functional. I can't say I like the term functional. Then you should stop asking questions about my guest. He looks disturbed now. You better leave. But I have other questions to ask. Leave! How? Where's the door? Oh, there's there's the door. Alright, huh. I don't know if that was, substantial enough to warrant, you know, deviating from our quest. But, I mean, that was something. That was definitely some weird fucking shit that just went down. Hey, our friend's down here. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, we didn't get the pocket watch, did we? We did not. You know what? I mean, it's a waste of SIGs, but we might as well rest and grab it. Because I don't think we have a whole lot else going on now, aside from the whole, figuring out what the fuck to do with this Cthulhu statuette thing. So, I mean, okay, we'll oh yeah, we couldn't last time I went to rest in the attic. Here you go. Right, I remember what happened last time. We couldn't rest in the attic because somebody was already staying up there. Right, okay. It's right here. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Got that. I mean, I don't really need to rest. So we literally just went up there to wait. Does this mean we can go back up until we rest? I mean, we might as well, right? Like, Outsider has and our sanity isn't fantastic. Alright. Psychological treatment. Well, research. Let's research that. Didn't we finish researching that, actually? Easier progression escape. And I hate that he can't also do... Wait, can we do medical? Wait, medical research. General medical research. I wonder what that does. Gain 5, soundly after some rest. Discover the malediction on Danforth's compass. Formula, processed opium. Oh, cool. What's the malediction on this? Lower sanity gain from resting. Alright. Well, that's good to know. I mean, I guess I can just equip it before, unequip it before resting. That's not too big of a deal. Alright. Let's go talk to our friend. I would still love to find some way to not be schizophrenic, but for some reason I feel like we're going to be saddled with that for the rest of the game. Which means, I guess, that our conversations are occasionally going to go sort of topsy-turvy. Oh! Hello, folks! Yeah, y'all look evil as shit. Oh, are you gonna... Yep. Yep. Yep! Well, he's fucked. The blood and soul of this withered wretch, yeah, just finish him and leave his corpse to rot. Oh, well, that sucks. Oh. I mean, it's a good thing we didn't know him for very long, otherwise I'd actually be, like, kind of upset about this. It's a good thing he was just some passing man who asked me to do a strange thing for him. Yeah, I'm sure you do need to talk to me right now. Talking to me is probably the last thing you're gonna do, friend. Cornelius lies bleeding on the cold, besmirched ground as waves of agony convulse his body. Riddled Despiciously? Sure. He perhaps would have already given up his last breath, but for your timely arrival. Gagging on his own blood, he can hardly talk. You've come. Thank the good Lord, but my time is up, I'm afraid. Listen to me. The watch is of no use to me anymore. I have lived for, and I am about to die for my convictions. Come to think of it, I don't regret it. I was tired of living like a rat anyway. You can keep the watch, but promise me this. You're going to use it for something you believe in. Chaz? I believe in nothing. With his dying breath, he struggles to utter his last words, but his broken body has had enough. With a quiver that lasts but a moment, he finally dies. Great. Hey, let's go talk to some people. I kind of got to figure out what my next move here is. Are you an actual character? A revolting smell attacks your nostrils as you approach the homeless man, as if some small animal has died under his stained clothes. What is it, madam? Do I smell? Then stay a few damned yards away. Who is that man with the paint all over his face? Oh, don't you know Coley Willie? Uh-oh. I thought everybody knew Coley. You know, he has movies, the theatrical performances. He was a real celebrity, you know. Not Coley Willie, but the fella himself, Sam Rodney. Never found him funny myself. In better days, a friend took me to one of his shows, making all that money scoffing at black folks. The black day came for us all in the end, innit? White, yellow, black, everybody. He's still putting on a show? I don't know if I'd call it as a show anymore, miss. I have been hanging around with him for a while now, and he never became Sam Rodney again. Not even once. I guess he is flat out Coley Willie now. Who is he performing for? Some mob fellas used to come in and see him every now and then. Not anymore. Watching the same thing over and over got boring, probably. And other folks don't like to go anywhere near him. Probably find him creepy. Can't blame him. They don't like to be near me either. So here we are, Miss Coley and the... He tries to think of something. Stinky, I need to go. So... Oosh. Oof. Ah. Ooh. Ew. This is rough. You see a man who has blackened his face and hands with paint. He's performing some kind of pantomime show. He is unaware of your presence. It's not hard to see that beneath his ridiculous posturing, something is deeply wrong. The man's weary visage shows he's been at this for a long while, and the exertion of staying in character is wearing him down. Are you alright? He reacts with comic surprise. His startled eyes show nothing but the shallow character he is portraying. Observe the man's behavior. As you watch him continue his bizarre show at the expense of his dwindling physical health, patterns of severe self-punishment are revealed. A deep sense of guilt may have triggered this malady. Who are you? He shrugs theatrically and begins another of his vulgar sketches. You are no longer sure whether this is a performance or the sole mode of existence for this bizarre fellow. I've seen that one before. So you're not actually a character. Are you a person? You've been standing here the whole time and you don't seem to move. Yep. You see a determined but pallid-looking woman in her 30s. Her outfit hints at a metropolitan sensibility. You sense an air of hypochondria about this mysterious woman. Excuse me, madam. I'd like to ask you something, if I may. Please, madam. I'm listening. I'm looking for my husband. A slender, long-faced gentleman from Boston. His name is Randolph Carter. All I know is that he arrived in Arkham. Do you know him or his whereabouts? I don't know if I've seen him, but the name does not ring a bell. I see. Thank you, madam. I better continue my search. How did you get separated? I'm sorry, but I should be looking for him. Goodbye. Okie dokie. So those kids are just creepy, right? Oh, did she just... Oh, she just fucked off. Okay, wait. Is there anywhere... Can we, like... No, we can't go anywhere. Okay. So... I mean, the answer to what we need to do... is somewhere. I suspect this Cthulhu is the governing deity of the cult's pantheon, but I still don't know what I'm supposed to do with the figurine. I didn't learn much from Isidore. I should keep an eye out for someone who would tell me more. Yeah, we found out a little bit more. Cryptic poem. Whoa. Can we read the poem again? The soul of a scavenger of the seas shall be found inside a bottle of lead. The last destination of a bodiless starfarer shall be heard from a mouth and not of flesh. That's probably like a statue or something. A drop of swarming chaos shall be stolen under the ruins, once halls of wisdom, to the Miskatonic University. And the book shall be read which should not be read. Only then you may wish to call me by the timeless stones in the nameless isle. Only then you may wish to walk by me between the endless realms of pitch black. Okay. Ask around for a conductor part. Ask Richter about the transmitter. Go to Richter's drugstore. Okay, we'll do this other side quest in the meantime to see. I mean, everything here might be, you know, connected. It's worth investigating these little side quests to see if they connect to the bigger plot. So, oh, we're gonna see that fucking creepy thing again, aren't we? God, it's so weird. Hey, Richter. I'm here for formaldehyde. Formaldehyde? What are you planning to preserve? A lifeless fetus, perhaps? Forget it. Who am I to question others' questionable pursuits? The truth is, I don't have any formaldehyde. It's a bit out of my field. What? Do you know where I can get some? Let's see. The main component of formaldehyde turns out to be methyl alcohol. There should be a pretty high methyl alcohol output at the distillery because of that charlatan Wheat's crude distilling methods. So, if you can get me the methyl alcohol from the mob's distillery, I guess I can make you some formaldehyde. For a price, of course. And at last, I can preserve my dead fetuses in the back decently. Just joking. Or am I? Where is this distillery? It's to the east of Riverside. Here, let me show it on your map. Alright, I'll be back with you, methyl alcohol. Cool. We have levels. So, okay, so there's something I saw in like a tooltip that, oh, I guess we have to, I'll do this before I get worked up about that. Let's do psychology. Another in speechcraft as well. Snapshot. A faster pistol attack that costs one less, no. Sniper. Luck of the totem. If an artifact is equipped, critical failure chance -1. Cold-blooded, increased panic resistance. None of these are really what I want to go for. I mean, snapshot would be good. Snapshot is decent. Sure. Okay. So we will do melee and also medicine. Hollow touch. Outsider's shreds. Also inflict sanity damage and carry a small chance of making the opponent lose AP. Nah. Increases melee attack, minimum and maximum melee defense. Yeah, well, I mean, that's probably a passive. Oh, wait, no, is it? Air type perk. I mean, it sounds like a passive. Okay, so, yeah, so once our angst reaches 100, we have to choose a defect for our character. I don't know what that means. So I'm super curious to see what these do. I don't know how your character accrues angst. I don't know if it's just by like witnessing, you know, the horrible events that we've had to see or what. But that seems like it might be a very interesting mechanic once we get to it and have to deal with it. So, east of Riverside. So now we can... Oh, wait, no. Wait, hold on. East of Riverside is where we are now. So... Map. Riverside, French Hill... Arkham map. Oh no, yeah, no, it's a different location. Okay, let's go there then. Wow, that's exciting. We'll get to do like a new location that I'm sure isn't going to be awful, and isn't going to be full of spooky, gross shit that's going to want to murder us. To think otherwise would be unreasonable. Is there like an Oregon Trail type thing going on here? You have encountered a lonely, grieving woman. Will you approach her? Yes. Interesting.